March 12, 1990. My father left for work, we left and went to a shelter. We were going into hiding, no warning. The decision to leave was made just hours after my father had beaten me, my mother, and my sister black and blue with a broom handle. Not the first time, thankfully the last. I recall as my father beat us, him railing back and forth at an imaginary god, thundering footsteps pounding on the living room's fraying rug. Goliath bellowing out his challenge to the Israelites. Where was our David? I remember later finding out that he had molested my oldest sister at 4 years old, for one night becoming the personification of why children require nightlights. Furthermore, he molested my other sister from the age of 3 to 11 and a half, as if it was a bonding ritual to ease her passage into adolescence, as if to say, daughter, let me prepare you. No further horrible experiences will ever match hiding from my rough, callous country Christian fingers as I searched for you and your fertile earth. My own early childhood memories are largely obscured. I often wonder whether he sought me out, whether he planted the fetus of his dark nature in me to be born inside my heart like a fungus. One thing I do remember, upon hearing from well-meaning neighbors, young man, you look so much like your father, I would retreat to my room in silent tears, burying myself in books where dragons were always slain by brave heroes, wanting to grow up and be those heroes. Not ever having had discussions on birds, bees, and babies, never knowing the type of upbringing where sex was more than a painful, shameful thing done in the dark with malice aforethought, I despised my male adolescent yearnings, longing to be a woman, because everything I learned about being a man was hateful. When washing my face, I slouched to avoid the mirror. As I grew older, I would trace knives over my arms, slashing tire track patterns, wishing I had the guts to put them to my face. So maybe when the blood flowed, it would retrace the visage underneath, wash away that face. Somehow I endured these times. I didn't thrive, but I endured. As I endured, I endeavored. And what I endeavored was become the polar opposite of my father. I gave birth to myself, became my own father, and my disfigured wings started to mend. Through all this, I never stopped loving my father. Despite the nausea that curls inside my innards to nest every time I think of my father, I still love my father! I used to despise myself for this love. Today, I realize it is a precious thing. This ability, this unconditional love, this ability to forgive for oneself though not for others, and never to forget.